It's that time of month when we talk real estate, and we always like to dial up Stephen DeLisle with DeLisle Properties. We're at a great listing here today. Stephen, always good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you as well. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Let's talk about some of the numbers that we've seen in the past month and how that relates to people that are buying and selling right now.
Yeah, so as always, these numbers are presented to us by the Greater Greenville Association of Realtors. If you look at the new listing slide, it'll show us that we're up 14.9% in new listings on the market this year as opposed to last year. The average price slide will show us we're up 4.4% here as well, bringing that average price to just over $398,000. The inventory slide is also up 40.8% as well. So that does translate to 4.6 months. So that is technically a seller's market. However, boots on the ground, it is feeling more of a buyer's market. We'll explain that in a little bit. But me, for one, I'm glad we have a little bit more inventory to look at, and I'm not having to write an offer on something for someone within 5 hours of seeing it.
That's always good, right?
Yeah.
Inventory is a good one. And speaking of inventory, this listing is on the market. It is a beautiful, and it has lots of different additions that you can really do whatever you want to do with this one.
Right, absolutely. So this address is 2765 Brockman McClyman Road, right here in Greer. This one has got to be the most unique property that I've listed, and I'll explain that in just a moment. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath house. It was built in 2024. It has high ceilings. Attention to detail was not missed on this one. I've helped this family build multiple houses. This, to me, is their masterpiece. This house is sitting on 6.5 acres. The kicker here is that you have 2 other parcels owned by 2 different people that are also willing to go ahead and sell with this property as well, making it 18.6 acres. So this property, Jamarcus, is located only 10 minutes from Five Forks with all the amenities that it has to offer, whether you're looking for gas stations or restaurants. It's all right there. And normally what I'd have to do for this kind of land is go 45 minutes to an hour away from a grocery store.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that. If you forget something at the grocery store, it's just 10 minutes away. So secondly, you also can make this your entire compound. You've got about probably 2 to 3 football fields from the main road. So you don't even know a house is back here, number one. Number two, if you're a builder, I think this is a huge opportunity for you to build 2 to 5 acre parcels that are kind of mini farms, if you will. That is, again, another unique opportunity that doesn't exist this close to a city center. So it's definitely one you're gonna wanna take a look at. It's also not clear cut, which oftentimes when someone builds this kind of house on it, which this house is also about 2,400 square feet. I feel like a lot of builders build 4,000 square foot homes, but maybe someone doesn't want to deal with the land and a massive house to maintain.
So great opportunities here, but it's like this close to Five Forks, it doesn't happen very often. So you definitely want to act on it really soon. For people that follow the real estate market, they may have noticed some changes in the seller's experience. And you have some advice and some insights on why that may be?
Yeah, so this is a common conversation that we have pretty much every day when someone calls, whether you're wanting to buy or sell. It's really a setting expectations conversation. To do that, we have to go back to 2020 through 23, and we appreciated in Greenville 20% each of those years. That was unsustainable. So we're no longer in that market. Like we explained, we're appreciating at 4.4%. That's better than a lot of the national averages and even Charlotte and Atlanta. So we are appreciating at a better rate than those places are as well. However, we're also $100,000 cheaper on average than Charlotte and Atlanta. So your money does go further. However, for a seller, if your expectation is you bought in 22 and then you want to sell it for $300,000 more, it's not going to happen. So you have to have an agent that is willing to tell you exactly what the market's doing. And in each pocket and each price bracket, there's a spreadsheet that we go over, and we can, of course, sit down with you and go over that.
And that's why you want somebody who knows, is following those trends and knows exactly what to do and has that insight.
Right, and one other thing to mention too is nationally, there's 15% fallout in contracts right now. That is a huge number. We've not seen that since 2017. So the uneasiness in the market felt by the buyers are due to rates, the job market as a whole, and again, lack of setting expectations.
Yeah, good information. And since we have you here, we always ask for some advice for people that are buying or selling right now. What advice would you give them?
My advice is that we're having 3 markets like we did back before 2020, again in Greenville. To me, this is a healthy thing that's happening. We have more choices, so buyers are not having to make decisions within 5 hours, like we said. But also sellers, come to the game prepared. You have to do your upfront work so that you look like the best option in comparison to the 7 or maybe 10 options in the zip code. This one is unique in itself. So this one I feel like is going to go pretty quick after this airs. However, in a typical neighborhood, you're going to have to show up to the game, do some mulch, paint the house, prepare your house to sell it.
Yeah, make sure it looks like this one, because this one is ready to go. If you want to find out about this or any of the other featured listings, you can always head over to DeLisleProperties.com. Thanks, Stephen.
Thank you so much.